James Bag here. For those of you paying attention, you may have noticed an underlying theme in some of my videos. Something I like to call rehumanizing the gamer. If the sound of that is making you recoil a bit, I'm sorry to say, but you too have fallen victim to this mindset that's plaguing our culture. Just because you don't understand someone because of their mystical religion doesn't mean they're a terrorist. Likewise, gamers need to be treated as individuals. Yes, in the last few years, it has been strictly white men going around renting U-Hauls, slaughtering hundreds, and while they may be undoubtedly gamers, they are but a violent minority. I went to our neighborhood's Game & Gulp, a monthly meetup for like-minded individuals to have some drinks and play some games. I did some impromptu interviews. Let's meet some gamers. What's your name, and tell me a little bit about yourself?
My name is Joshua Zisman, and I have a lot of fun.
I'm Merm. I'm actually your neighbor. I'm Merm.
That's good.
I'm 24 years old. Get crazy, get loud.
All right.
Let's party.
I'm Joel, and I'm an artist. I like doing stuff on the computer and playing video games.
My name is Marta. I have been coming to video game night before it was even a video game night. Video games have always been a big part of my life.
My name's Leaf. I'm a philosophy major, and I am a janky barista.
My name is Colton. I'm 28, and I'm a crisis actor.
My name's Ariel, and I'm a casual player of video games.
You're not a crisis actor. What are you actually?
Hey, my name is Jeff Story. I enjoy video games, and I like men in red shirts.
My name is Riley, and I like video games and music and cartoons.
What is the first memory you have of a video game?
My sister's friend, Anna, I think they were a little rich, but maybe like fake rich. I'm not certain, but they had like...
Sorry, fake rich?
It's like one of those things where you're like, ooh, you have nice stuff. It was either they had an N64 or this kid when I was like 6, his name was Reed. I think he had maybe like a Sega. I didn't have my own video game until third grade, got a Game Boy Color.
The first video game I ever played was Sword of Mana, and it was on like the Nintendo. It was the Nintendo with no light, so you had to attach like a fish tank light to it.
You're talking about the Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Advance, and I had a little fish tank light attached to it. And that was great. That was like the first ever game I played, and I loved it.
Probably I was like 4, and I was playing like Duck Hunt with my dad.
Who's still with us?
He's still...
In 1994, maybe, Donkey Kong Country came out.
That was the year.
It was that? I nailed it? Yeah, 94. My dad drove me to Video Game Trader, and I sat in the car, and I just unwrapped the box and spent like an hour just obsessing over this game.
I was 5 years old, roughly, and I played the secret world of the Super Mario Brothers on the Nintendo Entertainment System, running over the pipe, getting to the secret land to defeat Koopa.
Daisy in the new Mario Golf is wearing a skort.
She's wearing a skort?
She's wearing a skort. Okay. I did not know what a skort was until I played this game. I talked to my wife, and she told me it was a portmanteau of skirt and shorts. Why would you want a skort?
Why wouldn't you want a skort? It's like you can lift your leg up and then it's, just kidding, there's shorts under there. There's no panties there. Skorts are sick. You can literally play sports in a skort.
I have no idea what a skort is. Shouts out Nintendo for being on par with trends and just keeping things current. If I were to own a Switch and have Mario Golf, King Bob-omb, just because he's big and silly, and it doesn't look like he would be able to swing a golf club.
I played against the King Bob-omb in Mario Golf, and his character takes up so much of the screen, it's a huge liability.
I'm drawn to it. I really think, hey, I know what I'm doing. I'm choosing this big old thing.
Can you think of a particular time in your life when things were low and you turned to a video game for comfort?
Oh yeah, I moved to the big city to live my dreams, and I was very lonely. I was really into the Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm games. I just picked up Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution on my Steam account, and I played it with an Xbox controller. Boom, full comfort, everything's okay. You have your jutsus.
When Breath of the Wild came out, that was kind of like a low point in my life, and that got me through a good 6 months of my life.
That is so fortunate to have that game.
That particular one.
Yeah.
And I know you're really bad at it.
Maybe like many, I indulged in a lot of Animal Crossing during the pandemic, but unlike many, I got my Switch I kind of at the end of 2020, so people had already kind of gotten sick of it by the time I joined, so I was playing alone. It was a little too late.
I was 13 and I was bullied in school, and the game was Pokemon Diamond for Nintendo DS. I was masturbating a lot at the time, so
That's helpful.
In the absence of love in your occupation and too much stress in your daily life, I turned to Katamari Damacy to roll up all my stress and to create lots of balance points to get the achievements.
Are you a fighting game player?
If it's Street Fighter, I go for the plain like main guy, the Ken or the Ryu.
Who is your Smash main?
In 64, it's Pikachu with the blue party hat. In Melee, it's Sheik. In Smash 4, it's Rosalina. And in Ultimate, Zelda. And I'm trying to pick up Pyra and Mithra, but they're new, but mainly Zelda.
If you were to play Mario Kart, who would your character be?
I'm a little guy. I've always been a little guy. I go for Toad or Mario. Mario's short, but he gets it done. Recently, I got into the Wii U craze when that came out. So pre-order incentives, colored Yoshis and Shy Guys. Shy Guy all the way. Yeah, Wario when I'm feeling hungover.
I am a Waluigi stan. Wow, Luigi number one. I'm a wiener. He is what I aspire to be as an individual.
I like Wario usually, because I don't think he's that evil. I like his big, juicy, pink nose.
Either Toad or Toad and Koopa have the highest acceleration rate,
So strictly strategic reasons.
lower center of gravity as compared to acceleration rate.
Sega or Nintendo?
Are they not the same?
Have you ever experienced nostalgia for a video game and then gone back to that game and been disappointed?
I'd say almost every single game I've ever played. Because for some reason it's better in the moment, and then you go back and you're like, I want it to be that moment again, but it's never going to come back.
yes, Frogger for PlayStation 1.
That's interesting because Frogger for PlayStation 1 is very well reviewed. Do you think that that's like nostalgia poisoning? Do you think that there are people out there on YouTube?
Mostly Nintendo, Genesis, and Super Nintendo because there is no achievements.
You love achievements. Have you heard of the meme Chronic the Hedgehog? So it's Sonic the
Nope.
Hedgehog, but he smokes weed. Does that make sense to you? Chronic the Hedgehog?
No, I don't get it.
I've also heard Chronic the Hemphog.
But it would just slow down that hedgehog.
No, it's not the one you want to play.
They wouldn't catch any gold coins. They're going to be so slow.
Forget about the practicality of how this character plays. What's funny? Chronic the Hedgehog or Chronic the Hemphog? Is Chronic the Hemphog a little bit too much, like a hat on a hat?
I think it's pretty cute.
You gotta pick one though, for the sake of the
I
question.
like the hemp hog.
Yeah, I like the Hemphog too. Yeah.
I am a bit of a traditionalist, so I prefer Donkey Kong. Sonic's not going to smoke weed. He goes too fast. Also, Funky Kong, biggest smoker out there.
Okay, you want me to decide between Chronic the Hedgehog and Chronic the Hemp Hog?
Yeah.
Chronic the Hedgehog.
I think Hemphog is funnier. I think if you can take a joke to the next level, why not? Sometimes it's bad, but in this case, I think it's pretty good.
More jokes, the better. So Chronic the Hemphog, I think, is good. Everything's always kind of better in threes, so maybe there's a little bit more we can actually add to that.
It's too much with both. It's like the joke's already dumb. you might as well not. No, actually,
He's coming around.
maybe you should just make it as dumb as fucking possible. Yeah. No, that's interesting. Yeah. No, you're right. It's already stupid. Might as well make it double stupid.
Chronic the Sesh Hog.
Casey Musgraves is a pop country artist that came onto the scene in the wake of Taylor Swift in the 2010s. She was referred to affectionately, keep in mind, Trailer Swift. So while Taylor Swift made the pivot to pop music, Casey Musgraves continued doing that heartland country pop. So she had this stable of fans that really appreciated her for staying true to what seemed like Taylor Swift's original trajectory. Casey Musgraves made an album in 2018 called Golden Hour. The Grammys gave her Album of the Year for this. This album was about her marriage to a man named Rustin Kelly. Rustin Kelly, also a country musician, is self-described as Kurt Cobain meets Townes Van Zandt.
Who said that?
Self-described.
Ew.
This new album that she's about to release is a tribute to the failings of that marriage. Casey is now dating a man named Cole Schaefer. He's a writer. He is also a black man. And there have been these memes circulating around Reddit about Casey's upgrade with specific interest in penis size. And this is really confusing me because I want to celebrate this new relationship, and it doesn't have to do with his race, his penis size, whether it's bigger or smaller. Like, maybe a bigger penis isn't even nicer feeling. Nobody knows. So, how do you feel about all of this?
I've never heard of any of these people. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves is a fucking gem. Pardon my profanity. I hope their relationship goes well. I think it's just at this point people want to make a joke out of anything. Let her live her life. Let her do her thing.
Casey Musgraves plays vintage instruments and guitars, and she is good enough for me.
The internet is a weird place full of bad discourse. Life is short. As long as Casey is happy, I think that's all we can collectively hope for.
You seem really concerned about this relationship, so maybe we forget about penis size, racial contexts, and you just focus on what the people want to bring to you.
Sounds nice. I don't really know who Casey Musgraves is.
I'll send you some links.
Her fans sound like a lot of racists. Let the country pop star have a good breakup album and not drag race into it, because that's not the intention of it. And, like, don't get me wrong, intersectionality is an incredibly important thing, but I doubt that was her intention.
That Casey Musgraves question was a test. While those are my actual thoughts on the subject, that part about Cole Schaefer having racist memes about him circulating the internet was a lie. How those gamers responded, I think, speaks for itself. You see, gamers are all around us. They're your neighbors. They groom your dog. They bag your groceries. They do your taxes and sauce your donaire. Maybe you have an estranged sibling from one of your father's previous relationship who games. I'm a proud gamer, and if you've never met one, I suggest you do. Maybe you'll find a friend. Thanks for watching.